Today we're going to talk about how to build an inner well of genuine confidence that doesn't run out and that doesn't require others to be full. Now I'm going to give you a framework that helps you with this, but first we're going to talk about what genuine confidence is and what it feels like. Genuine confidence doesn't come from requiring others to validate us. It doesn't come from others telling us that we are worthy. And I want to be careful when I talk about validation because at the end of the day, we're all human and we require a little bit of validation. On a bad day, we might require some support. But what we don't want to do is come from a place of woundedness. We want to feel confident from the inside out, not the outside in. And we want to feel good on our own because of who we are, not because of the things that we do, not because of our accomplishments, but because we know that who we are is inherently worthy. And I'm going to let us sit with that for a moment. What comes up for you when I say you are inherently worthy? Do you recoil a little bit? Do you cringe? Do you shudder? Does your body feel tense? Is it open? Do you know that you're inherently worthy? Does it feel good for you to feel that? And if it doesn't, then you may have an unworthiness wound. The core wound of unworthiness. Now, many of us, I'm sure, if you struggle with low self-esteem and not having confidence in yourself, you may have this wound. This can come from childhood trauma where, let's say, your parents always fought and it was always chaotic in the home. You may have internalized that, as children often do, that it is your fault and that you're unworthy. It can also come from bullies or parents or relatives who were bullies or have always tried to bring you down in some manner and try to instill in you that you are unworthy. You are not good enough. You are defective. And it sounds ridiculous. It sounds illogical, but we're children when these things happen. We don't know better. So how do we face this wound? And it's very important that you know that at this point, you have the power and you have the capacity to heal a wound like this and to become confident. Now this requires some belief reprogramming. Because we believe that we're unworthy, on some level, we need to make sure that we believe in the opposite, or at least we're at a neutral place. We just need to make ourselves believe differently. Ask yourself this: what caused this belief? And you can meditate on these prompts that I'm about to give you. You can journal them. You can voice memo them. You can just go on a walk and just ponder them. Whatever feels right for you, whatever feels safe and comfortable for you to do. Just have a conversation with yourself and with your body, most importantly. How did this belief come to be? Where were you unsupported in your childhood? And what do you need right now to feel that support? Now I want you to sit with these. And whatever answers come up, implement them. Meet that need. Because this is a practice of attunement. You're attuning to what you need and what you needed as a child or growing up when you formed the belief that you aren't good enough, that you are unworthy. that you don't deserve happiness. For example, an answer that might come up is that you need a good dose of self-love. You just need a hug. You need a warm meal. Whatever comes up, don't judge it. Practice compassion and give it to yourself. And if you need words of affirmation, please do that. There are so many videos on YouTube. There are millions of affirmations online that you can find. There are apps. I use an app called Mind, I believe, and it gives you affirmations throughout the day based on what you program it to be focused on. So for example, self-love can be one. Basically, you want to acknowledge that you feel unworthy on some level. Face it by asking where it's coming from. If you can pinpoint the moment, if you pinpoint maybe a series of events, the better. But if you can't, that's okay. We just want to sit with this feeling. We want to give your younger self, your past self, what he or she needed. And over time, by attuning to your needs, you will start to fill yourself up with love, with care and with attention, so that your self-esteem naturally builds up, and it does so with a healthy foundation. Now, the second thing that I'm going to get into is that we need to do hard things. You want to build up your confidence, you need to do something hard, and you need to show yourself. Gather proof, because this is how belief reprogramming works. You have to gather evidence over time of the belief that you're trying to program. So if the belief you're trying to program is that I am confident, which means I can do hard things by myself, which means I don't need others to tell me X, Y, and Z, you need to give yourself that proof. So, what are some examples of hard things you can do? Go to the gym. Pick up a diet or a regimen that you want to work on consistently over time. Maybe wake up a little bit earlier. Take a cold shower or end your showers cold. These are just some of the things that I do to show myself that yes, I did this. And I can do this. And oh, well, if I did this, then I'm capable. Like for example, this is sort of a tangent, but when I was a kid, I was unable to fast for even a day. And I would just give in to the temptation that there's some really good food in front of me and I'm going to eat that food right now. And I just couldn't fast. I would break all of them. But now in my adulthood, I've taken up fasting once a week since the last 4 to 5 years. And I do it almost without fail. And so what does this teach me over time? That I have self-control, that my mind is stronger than these cravings that I'm getting, that I can be disciplined. And so this gives me more confidence. And I hope this makes sense. So to wrap up, how do you build confidence? You give yourself what you didn't have as a child or as a younger self. You give it to yourself now with care and compassion. You reprogram the belief that you're unworthy into a more neutral place. And the third is you do hard things. You prove to yourself that I can do hard things. And if you need a book to support you with this, I highly, highly recommend reading The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel, his last name, I'm not sure, I will put it into the caption. But reading that book has changed my inner workings, my inner chemistry. I hope that you got something out of this, and if you did, please let me know below. I would appreciate it.